chickens, how are you all today? Angela here. Time for a little video. Are you excited? Time to relax, take some time out for yourself. Well, we're going to revitalize ourselves with crafting, and it's another Summer Simples video for you. So a collaboration from Rach and Bella, which I'm sure you all know by now. And her and I have got together to put together the country retreat kits for you. So I hope you're having lots of fun using them. Right, so throughout July, we are going to have lots of videos from all these amazing creators. So every day you'll get 2 people, and so far we have completed up to day 5, and today I'm here. I've got the lovely E from Scrapbooking with me as my partner today, and I hope that you enjoy what we have to share with you. All right, if you're wanting any of the kits or anything that I'm using today, you can get that by clicking on the Linktree. The Linktree is a link that gives you all the details for everybody's website. It also gives you a link to Rachel's Ko-fi shop, and of course a link to my website shop. So you're welcome to go and pick up your digitals or printed kits from there. Digitals are 40% off for this the country retreat digital kits. All right, so go grab a bargain while the collaboration is on. Okay, this is going to run until 3 weeks in July. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up. Right, I'm going to put this aside and show you what I have here. You know, my life wouldn't be my life if I didn't do a project that involved envelopes. So I said I was going to do an envelope project, and that's what it is. So it's a mailer. And guys, you don't need exact measurements. I'll give you my measurements, but you can either use what you have and trim it down, or you can take 2 pieces of copier paper, that nice thin copier paper, and just create what I'm going to do. All right, so that's all you need to do. The reason I like using envelopes is, first of all, gives me a longer area to work with, but also so much you can do with them. And lastly, it saves you on your printed papers. All right, so because you just cut out for the pieces that you need to cover. You don't have to take a whole sheet, fold it, and stick down the pretty bits that you're not going to see. So that's my idea. And of course, they come in all shapes and sizes, so why not? There's 4 reasons right off the bat. Okay, so I've taken one that looks like this, and I think it's about 9.5 inches. I'll tell you what that is. Oh, yeah. Just short of 9.5 inches, and in centimeters that is just short of 24 centimeters. I think it's 23.8 to be precise. I have trimmed mine a little bit here, so it's 16.2 centimeters, and in inches that is 6.25, more or less. All right, it's a window envelope. Doesn't have to be, but mine is. Okay, I've already trimmed mine off, so I put some ink on it. All I want you to do is the following. So let's change to the one I got. Now, if your envelope doesn't open at the top like this, the flap is glued down. So when I open mine, I use my knife to cut them across like that. If you've still got the flap on yours, just stick the flap down to cover that area over there, and then slit it like that. All right, if you're using 2 pieces of copier paper, you don't need to do that. All right, so this is what I did. I took my envelope as it was, and I've slit open the side there, and I've slit open the side there, so that the only side that's attached is this bit in the middle at the bottom, so that when you open it, you've got a big piece like this. And that's why I like these, because it gives you so much more space. So you've got well over 12 inches of length for this piece of paper, which gives you a lot more options for doing things. So that's why I've done that. Okay, you can see mine is, I didn't do a good trimming job on that one. It doesn't matter, because we're going to sort it all out. You'll be covering bits, so it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. There, it's not perfect again either. All right, so that's the first thing you want to do, is slit your envelope. I want to just show you quickly what I'm using. I'm using predominantly Rachel's papers today. I've intermingled some of my fussy cuts and goodies. I am using, let me tell you, the big page with these beautiful flowers on, some of the gingham, and this bit here with the hanging baskets. So that's what I'm using there. And then this background page of hers that's got a lot of the diamond blue images there. So that's what I'm using. I've grabbed another piece of paper that I'm going to just cover up the back of my window there. So that's just a scrap. And then I have taken a piece of this paper, and this and that comes from this sheet of paper here. All right, so that was where the house was, I think, and this is where those jars were. I've just fussy cut the jars out. Okay, then I've got the Pigleys. This is one of my fussy cuts, 2 die cuts, one of my little washies and a word. I've got a magnet. I'm not sure if I'm going to go there, but we'll see. And then I've got some of Rachel's small tags. Love these. Then I've got a small little card, one with some little suitcases. Then I've taken her bigger card. I've made it into like a journal card with a tab, and then her bigger card. All right, so use the ribbon and lace pieces and these little fabric swatches. They all come from my country retreat ultimate bundles, which are available in my website shop. I did a little restock. I've also restocked the flowers, so you can go and have a look there. All right, if you've got any questions, just drop me a line on email. That's the best, or the contacts page on my website that goes directly to my email as well. Okay, that's all you need. So what are we going to do? We are going to take this page and fold it in half lengthwise, so that way, like that. All right, that's all you want to do. Line those pieces up like that, and use your bone folder and just burnish that down. Now I did go and ink around this because I like to try and save time. This one I haven't inked on because this one we're sticking down onto our page, the back of that. Okay, so we've got that inked there, and I've inked all around there. Okay, so good to go. So what we want to do now is I want to stick this. Oh yeah, first I always forget this bit. I'm going to take this scrappy piece, and that can be any piece. You see that bit there? I don't like it. I want to just put that behind. So that's why I had this little bit here. Any scrappy bit that you've got, even a bit of that cream lacy paper would look well, good. But it's just me. I just don't like that. If you do a different type of style of journal, then, you know, then it looks good. But for me, the way I like to work, I like to cover it up. If I was making more of a grungy thing, or more of a numerals and letters type journal, then I wouldn't mind. But we're going for shabby look here. Right, so there we go. I've got that covered. So hopefully when I close that up, it looks like it was all meant to be. Right, so we've got that there. You've got the natural fold of your envelope along the middle there. All right, so when you go like that and you go like that, it's already naturally going to fold. Just give it a little burnish just to make sure. Okay, so there we are. Now this pocket here we're going to keep as a pocket, and so all I want to do here is just glue along the edge. Not that edge, sorry, this edge. That would help if I'd glue the other. Right, so on the long edge on the top, you just want to get some glue on there. That's all. Make sure that lies nice and flat. Okay. It'll dry, and then you've got a pocket in the top here. Okay, that's it. Now on this side, I'm not going to have a pocket on here on the top. I am going to have a pocket on the side. All right, so I want to just take the top here and just glue that down. There we go. and squish that closed. Right, so you've got a pocket on the side now and a pocket on the top. Okay, you could have whichever you want, but that's what gives this such a lot of different options. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to do some covering. So the first thing that I've done is, let's start on the back here. And this is where these 3 pieces of paper are going to come into play. So I've got this one cut to size and I've inked it. It's a bit short, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to stick that all the way down. So let's do that. I love that. I love that paper. Okay, so let's get this at the top there and at the top there. There we go. So we got that one stuck down. Right, now with this, I wonder. You can go and put notches in here if you want. I'm not going to bother. I've already inked this. Now this one needs to come further down, but remember you've got your fold line there, so just leave a little gap, a hair's breadth. We want to hold it at the top here, okay, and you want to go down there with your glue. Make sure you get the edges well glued. I hope you guys are in for a lovely weekend and had a if you're in America, I hope you had a very special 4th of July. I've been in America on the 4th of July in the last century. It was really amazing to see everything that went on. I was in New York that particular day and Macy's had a beautiful fireworks display. Right, I've got this piece here. I'm not sure which is the right side, but we're going to go like this. And again, I'm going to hold this here. Yes, and it was the most amazing fireworks I have ever seen. And everybody was so festive. It was lovely. I was in my mid-20s at the time. So, right, we're going to stick that on the top there. And we now have ourselves some fabulous little pockets here. Layered pockets. How easy was that? And you wouldn't even say there was an envelope there, would you? Right, let's just check that's going to close nicely. It is. Right. And we are now going to do this bit over here. Now, I did have this magnet. Magnets always scare me. And really I should have put it in when it was easier to do. I can actually put it on the back here if I wanted to. And stick it in there before I carry on. Let's just see if that goes there. Will this go here? And I do like these that are in the little pouches. So I think what I'm going to do is or should I put it in the middle? Let's put it in the middle. Right, so I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac. Now guys, you don't have to use magnets. I'm useless with magnets. I don't know why I keep putting myself through it. You can always use Velcro dots or any other thing that works for you. You can use smaller magnets. These I just have, so that's why I'm using them. I quite like that they're in these little pouches. They are on my Amazon favorites list. So it's just because this is magnets for dummies is me, definitely. And that's why I like these. It just makes it easier for me. Right, so I'm going to stick that one on the back. Right, and then I should be able to, yeah, just seeing where that one needs to go. And it's there and there. I can just draw it with my pencil. So I've got those 2 little marks because I'm going to cover that. So it's just so that it's that way. So I must stick it like this. The other one I had to move along and I got it right in the end. It was just off center or something. I'd done something as I do. Right, so this one can go just in here. So I'm just lining it up with those two little lines there. Okay, so with any luck, let's just see, is that going to work? Oh, it is. Okay, good. So I can press it in place now. Okay, good. But as I say, I have done this before. Let me just grab it because I actually have it open here. This is my Wildflower Wishes journal that I made a long time ago, and I did a very similar thing to that right here. And as you can see, I've used Velcro dots. All right, so there you go. That's what we're going for, and that stays just as easy. And they're easy. You just stick them on and no hassle. So that's what we are working with there. Sorry, the squeaking chair. Okay. So on this side, I want to just take this other piece of paper and I'm going to stick this down right over here. And you see how we only use the bits that we need to. Mine are all misprints or whatever, but yeah, it saves on your, especially if you've got a printed if you've bought a printed kit or even digitals, because we don't like to waste paper, do we? We like to use every bit. Right, so there we go. I've got that all done. Is that enough? It looks pretty much like it. Okay, I'm going to start at the top here and here, and then just get that down like that. Again, you want to keep it just a little hair's breadth away. Okay, there we go. Looking great. Now what I did was I took 2 inches when you fold, 4 inches when it's open. I do double paper because I just feel it's more robust. Now I'm using 160 GSM, so you don't have to, but it's just what I do. And then it's the length of there. All right, so let's just get some glue on here very quickly. This is going to be a little belly band, a really cute little belly band. I want to just close that up. I have already distressed around the edges, and you can do as much or as little as you like of that. Then I've taken some of Rachel's gingham paper. I've taken that little hut from that sheet I showed you. I've just stitched it on, but you don't have to stitch it on. It's just my sort of way of doing things. I want to sort of stick that in the middle there. So to do that, I need to stay within the stitch lines, which is the little house. And that way I won't be gluing this to my mat. And that's just made us a really simple little belly band. Okay, so I'm going to have this like this because when you open it, it's going to face you. So instead of going like that, I'm going to go like that. So that's what the plan is. Right. Oh, I know what I forgot to get was a little envelope or something to go in here, but we will look for that in a mo. Right, there we go. So we just want to get that stuck down. Right, so there we have it. Really easy. Okay, all good. All good. Now I love that. I'm not going to do anything to it. I think it's going to keep it nice and flat. I'm pretty happy with how that's all come together. Right, so, oh, snappity doodah there. That gave me a bit of a jump. Okay, now we have got some lace, and this is the point where you want to add that. So I want to take my little snips here, which are super sharp, gosh. And I'm going to just put this over here like that. So we'll take that and we'll stick it on. Right, let's open that up. Okay, I'm going to do it on the top. You can do it underneath, but I don't want got that on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few, make a bit of a patchwork scenario here. All right, so I've just used the bits and pieces that we've used from all of these just to do a bit on the front here. Except I think for this one came from this page. I think it was somewhere here. All right, so I'm going to stick this piece down. So that's from one of the pages, and I'm keeping it as close to the edge as I can. Now I've kept the edges pretty straight, and I've torn this with my fingers. All right, so we're going to start by putting that one there. When you line it up, go with the base of the envelope. Right, so I'm going to go with the Fabri-Tac here. All right, everyone, so I've got that covered with bits of paper there, so I'm pretty happy with that. So what I want to do now is I want to take this little die cut and I want to get it just sort of peeking over that window a little bit there. So I'm going to just stick that one down, and then this one I'm going to put next to it. Okay guys, then I've just got these two little fussy cuts, and I've shown you where I got them. That's from my fussy cuts. Well, I think it's actually from one of my ephemera cards. It was also a page with all the flowers on, and I've taken it from there. I've just fussy cut it from the ephemera pack. This I'm going to put just here. I quite like that, just there. And then this one I'm going to put just where these die cuts are. And then last little goodie for the front is I've got this word soulful from my little words, so we want that there. And then just one of my faux washi strips, which I love. I love, love, love. They're so useful. I'm going to stick that up here. Front. I love that. Okay, so we've got all of that done. I'll press that. Okay, love that. And we've got our pockets and everything ready there now. So we want to just put some goodies in here. Right, I'll get to that because that's last. And that is our little pocket on the side, so we are going to put that in there. And then these ones, we've got two little cards here, so I'm going to put the pink one over there and the blue one over there, and then we'll have this one at the back and this one in the front, I think. Yeah, and that's enough there, nice and flat. I'm going to grab something for there. And then we're going to make our little tag. Now our little tag has got a little thread. This is one of Rachel's tags. I've just sewn around it. I backed it onto my lace paper, and I wanted to go into this front pocket here. Now what I want to do is I want to sort of get it like that, and I want to put the piggies on so that they're peeking through the window. So what I did was, I'm just mindful of where that is, yeah, and I'm going to just see, let me just put a little bit of my glue stick on the piggies because it'll help me. I'm just sort of gauging this. I've got my little card on the side there, using those edges. probably around this area, just a little bit. And I want to just slide it in there carefully and see if I put those corners up there. It's just to give you an idea, yeah. And look how cute it's going to look. I think that's a good spot actually. So I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Gosh, the glue doesn't take long to stick, does it? Right, let's just move that up a little bit, like that. I'm going to just draw with my pencil where I want it. And now I'm going to put the proper glue on. How cute are they? Right, so now if I slide that into there, that's a perfect position, I think. Oh, look at the little faces. And we've got the little pigs looking out the window at us. Okay, how cute is that? So now we want to grab our signature. If you're following along making the journal, just grab the signature here. I had a little spot in mind. So I'm just going to find it. No. Okay, so I've got my spot here and I want to just lift this page out quickly. Put that one back on. I want to grab my little stencil. I just want to put a little bit of something. I'm going to be brave and use Faded Jeans, which is quite blue. A little bit of that in the corners. Okay, so I've just put a bit of that on, but I want to just take this antique linen. I don't know if this is going to work. This is like just a bit of an experiment. Right, so we've got a bit of that going on. It's like a bit of a fading out of colors there. So we've got that. So there we go. This goes here. And what we want to do is put this in over here. Now, one last thing I've just quickly grabbed is I've got one of Rachel's little envelopes, which I have just folded up. I've got that. Then one of her little cards with the fabrics or paper. It's paper. And then one of my postcards like that. So I'm just going to put that there. That like that. Yeah, so you've got a little bit, this is holding those two. And I just want to slide that into the belly band like that. Okay, so we've got everything in there. We can snap it closed, hopefully. It does close. And then we can stick this down. So let's just take that out for a mo. And then I can get some glue on the back here. Oops. So I'm going to stick this down. Be mindful of your little tag that's got to go there. Again, it's probably better to draw where you need to go first, but Fabri-Tac's pretty forgiving. So let's just open that up. And we can press that down nicely. Yeah. Just checking I've got it straight. I think I do. And then this one can go into that little pocket that we made there. Yeah, and then we can close that up, and there we have it, back into our signature. Job done. Great use for junk journal projects, envelopes. You can't go wrong, and I just love how that's turned out. So I hope that you have fun and give it a go. And of course it goes in any theme. I've done one in my wildflowers and this looks beautiful in Rachel's papers. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what you guys make with it. And if you are a member of my Facebook group or would like to be, please pop over and join. You'll find my Facebook, which is called Fans of Angela Kerr Designs. top of the link tree on my YouTube homepage. Go and click on it. Fill in the questions, guys, so I know that you're a person and not a robot, and then I will accept you into the group and we have lots of fun and share all our things. It's a lovely group and I'd love to have you join us. So until next time, go and have a look and see what Edith is doing on scrapbooking with me. And please follow everybody in the collaboration that works so hard to bring you some amazing inspirational ideas. Tomorrow we've got Bye Bar, Paper Lover and Rach herself. So look out for those people as well. And thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate your support. Don't forget to like and leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.